Hello everyone, my name is Oliver! And welcome back to World of Hay Fever. It's been hay fever season in the Netherlands. It's been a casual 20 to 25 degrees Celsius where I live, and I'm dying. My eyes are swollen, my throat is itchy, and my nose is dead. It's just dead. Damn, my immune system being bored and is all like, well, we need an allergy, we need something to deal with during the summer. What about, like, plants and grass? That's a good idea, let's do that. So, I'm dead. In the winter, I'm ill because a cold or a flu. And in the summer, I have the exact same symptoms, but because grass and flowers are like,
I want to spread my pollen everywhere. Hey, you with your nose, sniff this.
And that's why I hate summer, for one reason. Only the beginning of the summer, though, because in the middle of the summer and the end of the summer, everything is done spreading its pollen everywhere, and I can just roam free into the fields of grass we have here. So that's one of the main things I've been busy with this week, just sort of dying somewhere in a corner of my room, crying because grass wants to kill me. And the other thing I've been busy with this week is trying to get replays from 9.15 to record properly. For some reason, after the patch 9.15, all my replays were, well, not the replay, just trying to record the replay was a bit janky. It wasn't smooth at all, so I had to, I think, lower the quality a bit. I will see if that happened. This is a 9.15 replay. If it is slightly lower in quality, tell me. Otherwise, don't tell me. Yes. Good stuff, comment section, well done. Last week I did a small test in the description. I said that you guys can decide what this week's video title should be and see how many people actually read the description. Out of the 43 comments, 2 people came up with a title. So well done, Lizzie. But I'm not going to pick your title because there's no Black Prince replay. So congratulations to, and I'm going to butcher this name, Omer Ulger, I think. Sorry if I mispronounced it, but hey, you won a prize of this week's video title. It's a small prize, but it's something. Oh, I completely forgot. This is Simon playing in his Grill 15 on Lakeville. Alright, that's that taken care of. What else? Oh, I remember. The thumbnail is a Jaegeru, and that has a reason. When I made the Grill 15 thumbnail on the Jaegeru replay 2 weeks back, I believe it is now, I took a picture of the Jaegeru for a thumbnail for the Jaegeru game, but I wanted to throw you guys and made a Grill 15 thumbnail instead. So I had a picture left of a Jaegeru, so I'm going to switch them to a round, so have a Jaegeru thumbnail and a Grill 15 replay. I make sense and I do what I want. I am 22, almost 23, I'm an adult. Oh, and I asked a question in last week's video regarding the intros. Because I do enjoy making those intros, and they're nice and short, and I don't have to be long, and I don't have to make a video that's hopefully going to be funny for at least 5 to 10 minutes. It's just 15 to 20 seconds of something stupid or funny happening. And that's it. I don't want to make like 30 clips of 15 to 20 seconds of something stupid or funny happening. That's why I make the intros like I do them now. It gives you a feeling of loosening up before a video. I don't make my videos professionally. I don't want to come over professionally. I make them for fun. And if you are having fun, I'm having fun. We're all having fun, except for M4's nose, which is going to be filmed a lot at Tankfest. Which was the second question I asked in last week's video, and the response was, well, have a look for yourself. So I guess I'll be doing a vlog on Tankfest, and during Tankfest, and around Tankfest, and a bit of Monkey World as well. I will be in England for the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and on Monday I will leave again. So it's about a 4-day vlog, maybe 3.5, depending on when I will start and end the vlog. Now, like I said, I have never vlogged before, so I have no idea what and how I should record and stuff. So I'll probably do a lot of tanks, a lot of people, a bit of monkey stuff, and more tanks. Now at Tankfest, or during Tankfest, they do a lot of arena shows with airplanes flying over and tanks driving by. I want to do a bit of that, but don't expect anything high quality HD zoomed in and see the track reels, you know, be covered in dirt and stuff, or see the airplanes fly over in high definition, whatever. It's just me screaming ooh, at things. Sadly enough, Ike will not join us at Tankfest this year. Ike is busy with his own real life, and I think he's been to Tankfest like 3 years in a row or something, and it doesn't sound like it, but it tends to get boring if you've been to the same museum every year for, you know, the same things. And even though it's pretty cool to go to Tankfest, I understand why he's not coming along, and I guess I will have to do all the silly stuff then instead of Ike. So I'm up for the job. And in this game Simon is playing. The match has sort of come to a standstill. Simon's team has taken the town, but there's 3 enemy heavies about to push. Honey Badger in the T-92, who is in a platoon with Simon, moved up into the town, afraid I guess that the middle would be pushed or something, or just ready to give Simon backup. It's a bit of a boring situation right now, and even though the enemy team is winning, they're not really that keen to push out Simon and the E100, because the first tank that will push in will get 1500 damage slapped into him. So, you know, this is the true nature of World of Tanks. No one is really wanting to take that damage for his team to then not push. And if they do push, it is your tank that's dead. If you're not in a platoon, this is the World of Tanks mentality. No one wants to go in and take the damage for the team to win, because they want to have a good game themselves. People play for themselves, not for the team. Now look at that FE215B. He poked out, took a shot at the E100, and took a shot in return. He took about double the damage that he did to that E100, because the E100 has higher alpha. It was a terrible trade for the FE215B, but it would have been good if his team pushed at the same time on the upper road towards the E100, but they didn't. And that's the World of Tanks mentality. People see you taking a shot, and they think, well, you know, that can happen to me, I'm not going to go in. So while Simon is keeping an eye on the middle, that E100 is basically holding back 4 tanks on his own. He takes a punt at I think the T-57 Heavy, and the E100 has got like a 15-second reload. So this is the time when all those tanks should have pushed on him, surrounded him and killed him. But they don't, and that's the World of Tanks mentality I keep talking about just now. It just won't happen. This is a standstill even though the enemy team is technically winning. They don't know where Simon is, they know he's somewhere over here, but not that visible. The E100 finally dies to the E75, but the FE215B died, and the T-57 Heavy died. All they've got now on that corner is an E75 and a T-54E1. If they would go in together, they could easily kill Simon, go on, and kill probably the TVP and Honey Badger in the T-92. Now the TVP is a scary tank, but he doesn't have the clip potential to kill the E75 and the T-54E1. But the reason they're not going in together is because they don't know who's on the other side of the tank. The T-54E1 wants to go in, but if the E75 refuses to go in because he doesn't want to lose health, what's the point of the T-54E1 going in? And the same counts for the E75. If he wants to go in, but the T-54E1 doesn't want to go in because he doesn't want to lose health, what's the point of him going in? So basically, all they're going to do now is sit back and hope that the enemy team pushes onto them. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Simon asked the TVP if he wanted to go in. The TVP responded by basically driving past him and poking the corner. Now they are going in about as well together as they can. They're not communicating at all, they're not on TeamSpeak, all they can do is type in chat, but that takes too long. Simon takes a bit of a back foot because he is, after all, a Grill 15, easy target. The TVP can be more aggressive, but it's still a support medium and it's not a frontline brawler. They spot the E75, takes a shot at TVP, and Simon shuts him down by a sneaky shot past the turret of the TVP. What's interesting now is look at the map. The Grill 15 moved up, and the AMX 5120 that was guarding the valley pulled back. No idea why he pulled back. He's a good player, and maybe his sixth sense went off, and he doesn't feel safe there anymore. Maybe RT's been focusing him. No idea. But now the only person defending base are the T92 and the M40, and base is now being capped, which means there is at least one enemy tank there. And things have gone from bad to worse. That one enemy tank that's capping is the Grill 15, because he just killed the M40. Now there's 2 Grill 15 on the enemy team, so we don't know which one. Well, actually we do know because we can see the name. Hey, silly me. But he just killed the M40 and the T92. So that's bad. No one is really defending base at this point. The 5120 is going north. Maybe he can spot the base for Honey Badger in the T92. And Simon is not really paying attention to the base being capped. He's got more pressing matters, I guess, in the enemy base, because they've set up a pretty fat defense. And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse than it already is, there's the 268 pushing the Grill 15 in the middle road. Now the Grill 15 should be able to survive here, because he's got the TVP shooting in the side, and now Simon. But that doesn't mean that things are good, because the Grill 15 lost a lot of health there. And there's the T-54E1 again. The T-54E1 who pulled back and basically told his E75, well, you're basically dead now because I left you. Which was a bad move by the T-54E1, but for self-preservation it was a pretty good move. but if it was good for the team, no idea. The Grill 15 in the middle survived, but the enemy Grill 15 that was capping killed the 5120. Or was it a different one? I don't know, I can't remember. I'm too lazy to look back anyway. The TVP and the Jaeger kill each other, which is a rather interesting happening that doesn't happen all too often. But it is interesting because now Simon is alone on that flank. The Grill 15 is alone in the middle. The Yak Tiger has to deal with 2 enemy Grill 15s, and Honey Badger is there sitting like, well, I'm an artillery, I'm pretty wrecked at this point. Or so you'd think. Honey Badger is a rather skilled T92 player, and we'll see more of him later in this game. Now look at the minimap and look where the enemy Grill 15 just got spotted. He got spotted outside of the cap, and there is still 1 enemy tank capping. 2 RT just fired at Simon, which indicates they're in their own base, so there's 1 Grill 15 capping, and there's 1 Grill 15 going forwards to hopefully spot the Yak Tiger and or the T92. 1 Grill 15, probably the one that isn't capping, just killed the Yak Tiger. And this is where Simon and his allied Grill 15 will start racing back towards their own base to help defend it. This is where the Grill 15 shines. Look at that forward movement speed, 60 kilometers an hour. It can easily hit 60 kilometers an hour if it's not going that slightly bit uphill. The Grill 15 got spotted behind the house, the allied Grill 15 is moving up trying to hopefully get a shot in, and Simon loaded high explosive. High explosive does a lot of damage on this tank, 750 alpha, probably 910 on the high explosive. The allied Grill 15 misses and sadly enough gets shot down by the enemy Grill, but he doesn't know where Simon is. Simon does. Gets a lucky shot into his turret and rolls for 904. He did get spotted for it, and Honey Badger has to do something. He has to kill the Grill 15 and does. Here's when things get really interesting. There was 44 seconds left on the cap the moment Honey Badger fired. The T92 reloads in about 45 seconds. If Simon misses his shot but spots the Grill, Honey Badger can kill him, but their base would be captured by then, so it would be useless to kill him. Simon just spotted the Grill 15 and the Grill 15 pulled back from cap, so that's 1 worry less. All he has to do now is not get shot at and let Honey Badger reload. I'm not sure if Honey Badger has a shot on the Grill 15 from there, and there's an enemy artillery. Simon, who has high explosive loaded, misses. And this is when the enemy Grill 15 sees the opportunity to kill Simon. If he has AP loaded, he can't kill him. If he has HE loaded, he will kill him about 30, maybe 40% of the time. And the Grill 15 misses Simon, hits the track, and Honey Badger kills him. And now the Conqueror gun carriage sees this opportunity, but Simon reloads in time with high explosive loaded. Suddenly, this game went from a 4 versus 2 to a 1 versus 2. Honey Badger and Simon have done everything to defend their base, and they have succeeded so far. All they have to do now is kill the FV-207. And if there's one thing I've learned in my career of playing World of Tanks, is that a cornered artillery is a scary artillery. And Simon is playing a lightly armored tank destroyer. If RT even though splashes next to him, he will probably kill him, and then it's Honey Badger versus the RT. The last 2 minutes of this game have started, and Simon will not be in the enemy base in time to cap it out, so he has to find and kill RT, which he does. And auto aim is amazing.